chase a pro physique, a physique that's recognized at that level, to chase a you that you don't even know yet, a you that works harder, a you with more discipline, more structure, a you that lets go of all the little things you want just to get to legacy. Funny thing is in the off season, you're excited for prep. But when you're in prep, you're ready to be back in the off season. So here's a quick breakdown of how bodybuilding is. You got the amateur level, you got the national level, and you got the pro level. So what you gotta do, you gotta win at the amateur level to get to the national level. And once you get to the national level, you gotta win at the national level to turn to the pro level. There's steps to this. There's one exception, and that's the Arnold Classic. It's the only international show where you can walk in as an amateur and walk out as a pro. So why climb the ladder when you can jump straight to the top?
It's freezing. I've been feeling like sick for like a minute. I'm sleeping. I was telling him I'm getting night sweat, so.
Hurricane, baby, this a perfect time and a perfect place, yeah. I'ma make it run the world. Hey, look at all this money in the sky. I spread the wealth, yeah. I know that's the type of shit she like.
Off the bat, you guys are family just because y'all connected to Coach to me. Coach gave me an opportunity when nobody else would. I played high school football. Was a good athlete. Actually was going to go to Georgia. Grades didn't turn out right. Had to go to a smaller school. I was there, supposed to have been there for 2 years. First year I get there in a car accident. Get hit by a tractor trailer head on. Threw me and the other player at the car. I was in and out of hospital for a year. My whole life was upside down. You know, just like you guys, how long you been playing football? Like 5 years old? Same here. You know, so you can imagine, you know, you play something and you do something since you're 5 years old, and then all of a sudden it's taken from you, and you're like, what do you do now? And that's kind of where I was at. And I transferred to MTSU. One of the running back coaches at MTSU asked me, you know, after I recovered, I lost 100 pounds because I got hit by the tractor trailer. It broke my jaw and my teeth, so I had to have surgery on my face. So I had to eat through a straw for 6 weeks. So I dropped 100 pounds. So as athletes, you know, losing that much weight, it affects everything. So I get to MTSU. First year I get there, I'm excited because I got an opportunity to play ball again. First year I'm there, I failed the physical. And it was because of the car wreck, called a concussion. I was out for so long that they were afraid to put me back on the field. Well, somebody told me about Coach, and I didn't know Coach at the time. So, you know, I reached out to Coach and I told him, I was like, man, you know, this is where I'm at. I don't know what to do. I've been playing ball since I was 5 years old. I don't feel like my career's done. Where do I go? Coach trained me for 5, 6 years. 5, 6 years, we put in work. He brought my strength up, brought my 40 back. I mean, he put my 40 where it wasn't even before. But the thing is, he gave me an opportunity when nobody else would, and pretty much everybody counted me out. So the biggest thing I want to tell you guys is, you know, if you have a goal and you have a dream and you want to pursue it with everything you have and have passion behind it. People don't get fed up and just quit. But what happens is life hits them and they forget why they was doing it in the first place. You gotta sit and think about the people that put all the work in behind you guys to be able to have this opportunity. When y'all do go out in life and y'all do get this opportunity to play ball, some of y'all will, some of y'all won't get the opportunity to play ball. And the thing is, y'all gotta find what y'all wanna pursue next, but whatever it is, y'all gotta give it everything you got. And that's the thing, you guys gotta think about the reason of why y'all doing the things that y'all wanting to do. It can't be about y'all, because if it's about y'all, y'all gonna quit. Y'all quit every time. It has to be more than that. Remember who's behind you, who's helping you when those times get hard and they get tough. And stay focused. And that's all I got.
Step in the bowl, spit it like I got nothing to lose. Yeah, I spit it, I got something to prove. Yeah, I'm finally getting in touch with the views. Teeny go ahead, turn up on the goals. I'll roll up and burn up the fruit. I'll hold up 2 fingers salute. I'll never run out of the juice, run out of the proof. Rap game in pursuit. I ain't never been a fluke. I was never taught to lose. You cannot walk in my shoes. You cannot talk like I do. Me stopping, dropping hits, I refuse. Y'all think I'm topping this, I'm a muse. Tiptoeing with LG and the goons. Killing crowds, we in light in the room. And
Yeah, I played college football. I played college football for years. We train hard. We train all the time. But after the last drill, you can go home. You can go eat pizza with your friends. You can go have dessert if you felt like it. You can do whatever you want to until the next day of practice or the game. But this sport, this is nonstop. You're constantly training your body to either gain or lose. Every meal is scheduled. Every meal is thought out. Every piece of food you put in your body is not for pleasure, but for progress.
Okay, so before you start walking and everything, I want you to come over here and let me see your just mandatory poses. Nice. Chin up, big smile. Good. Okay, gentlemen, turn and face the rear. Good. And turn back around. Good. Posture is much better. Chest up. Good. Relax. You've been practicing. Proud of you. Very proud of you. Good, good, good. Okay, so mandatories are fine. The only thing I noticed was transitioning. Okay, counting to 3 in your head, nice and easy. Good. I think you'll be fine though, just basically looking. But tilt that just a little, nice. Good. So count 1, 2, 3. Transition, good. Look at them ripples. Good. Something I want you to get into the habit of doing immediately after you turn around. Okay, don't turn around until they tell you to.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it again. Good. 1, 2, 3. Good. Again, eye contact with those judges that you didn't necessarily have the opportunity to connect with before. Okay, gentlemen, turn and face the rear. 1, 2, 3. Good.
many thoughts on my mind, I can't.
This guy's already looking like he's got all the size in the world needs. What you gotta focus on is your consistency. You gotta make sure you're outworking everybody else on that stage. You're stepping on international stages, one of the largest stages in the world. And you're putting your body against all these other guys. So your work starts now. Your competition starts now and each and every single day, not the day of the show. You gotta outwork everybody from now until then.
You heard it first from the champ. You gotta put that work in.
Telling me things about rap, talking the truth and that's
Stay tuned. We both will be at the Arnold. Check it out.
drinking. Remember my moves in the past, I'm wondering what was I thinking.
Yeah, team, the LA Fit Expo, y'all staying positive? I know I am. Look at this outfit, boy. Look like I'm sick. Sick, easy, baby. Get your money and muscle, no hate.
I've been in the zone and I'm moving along. I don't
What's good? LA Fit Expo is done. Both of us are knackered. I'm gonna be at the Arnold. He's gonna be at the Arnold. He's gonna compete. Good luck to you, man.
My man.
Kill it, man.
First Arnold he's been to.
Yeah, first one, man. Looking forward to it.
Dope. Here with Jim, Stefani.
Hey guys, thanks for coming down to the expo, but it's the last day.
We are done.
See you next year.
Yep. Out.
I ended up getting sick. I was in LA and I thought I had just the flu. On the way back from LA, I was on a plane ride and I was trying to get to the bathroom. I woke up, I felt nauseous. I was trying to get to the bathroom and I blacked out and I passed out on the plane. So when we got back to Murfreesboro, my fiance took me actually to a walk-in clinic because like I said, I just thought I was sick. And then they told me right then, they was like, you need to go to the ER immediately. As soon as I get to the ER, they told me we need to do emergency surgery within 2 hours. It's in your bloodstream. You can die, basically. Being in the hospital, I had to stay 7 days in there. Basically bedridden. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't walk very well. I had to have help to the bathroom. Honestly, like the competition is really the only thing I was thinking about when I was in the hospital. And I know that sounds terrible because I should have been thinking about my health. But for me, we put in all this work and all this time to get ready for the show, and now it looks like it's not even gonna happen. So the whole time I was in the hospital, I was completely stressed out. I'm sitting there sending my coach pictures, trying to, saying, can we still do this? Can we still do this? At that point, I thought it was completely over. I really did. And then when we got out, I sent Mike some pictures. And, we had a heart-to-heart. And he told me, he was like, honestly, he's like, I think you can do it. He's like, honestly, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be beyond hard. And for me, the fact that he still believed in me and he felt like we could still do it, I didn't care how hard it was gonna be. I had to finish this. Everything from a mental standpoint shifted than anywhere I've been mentally for a show before. And it was basically the pressure at that point. It was do or die. We have 5 weeks now that we have to get ready to step on stage. I'm nowhere near ready. And I knew that I was literally gonna have to do everything it took for me to even have a possibility of even getting ready.
I can be satisfied. 2050 thought I had it all. Watch it all slow down just overnight. Never forget about the younger life. Wrong decisions led to sacrifice. A blessing in disguise got me working overtime. Now I'm on top like LeBron. I'm ripping the beats. I'm becoming the beats and they smelling defeat when they come for me. Everyone looking around and they wondering how did these blessings all come to me. Started recording in bedrooms and now I've been turning my name to a company. They copying all of my moves, they think I'ma lose, I think it's a compliment. I'm never gonna settle, I always want more, I'm counting accomplishments. They making up lies, they jealous inside, but work is what got me in.
was there ever a moment, because we haven't even talked about this part of it yet,
Right.
was there ever a moment when you were in the emergency room where you're like, it's over, you know, it's like, it's out? I mean, or did you ever say, you know, let that creep in? Because I know you, and I know you're resilient, and I know like your thought is never to go, no, it's always yes.
No matter what I'm gonna do. And when we was in LA, I just thought I had the flu. I thought I was just sick. So when Megan took me to the ER, I'm thinking, you know, they're gonna give me medicine. I'm gonna go home. So when the doctor comes in, he's like, your white blood count is 3-4 times what it's supposed to be, and we need to do surgery within 2 hours. At that point, definitely I was like, well, Arnold don't look very well. And you know the crazy thing with the alpha recovery, I really think that had a lot to do with me getting through LA Expo. Just because I didn't realize how sick I was, because the doctor even said it. He was like,
dude, I did.
You did. You was my roommate, so you definitely saw how sick I was.
Right. Gosh. You know, I know your intensity. I've worked out with you, man. I know how high that is.
Right.
And because you had a lot of catch up to do so close to the show, you know, you needed any kind of product in there to assist, and it came at the right time. I mean, because the thing about that alpha that is exceptional to anything else on the market is that nobody else has what we have in there. You know, we have the Alpha G, our new patented ingredient that follows in the reputation and the history of innovation, excellence in innovation and sports nutrition to bring new ingredients, not just reshuffled science. You know, this is new science. And it brings two new benefits, and that is something that you noticed, the exercise-induced inflammation, the reduction of that, and the diffusion of lactic acid. Those are you know, things that are now expedited, which before had never been able to be touched by sports nutrition. With the BCAAs, the electrolytes, and the glutamine HCl, which is a much more bioavailable form of the glutamine, now you have a product that fully supports your recovery.
Right.
You know, not only the muscular side, not only the electrolyte side, not only, again, the recuperation from that, but also now expediting that time you can get back in the gym.
It's a 24-hour thing that literally will mentally and physically exhaust you getting ready for a show. And you just gotta be mentally tough. And that's why a lot of people don't do the sport. And I get it, like, trust me.
Totally get it.
I reevaluate my life every day, so I completely understand. It definitely is tough, but it does, I think it carries over in life, and it just makes you mentally tough. And that's the crucial part about it is, you know, even with anything that you got going on in life, you know, there are always gonna be hard times, but you gotta be mentally strong to get through them no matter what.
Right. Yeah, I always just say it too, is it makes every other aspect of your life easier to be disciplined in when you go through, because that takes, like you said, continuous. It's a continuum.
24 hours.
Yeah. So,
24 hours.
But again, throwing in that, you know, coming through what you did, that level of mental strength, that's something that, again, that you've developed and you've replicated time and time again through your history, you know, of you, to beat the odds, to do things that people said you couldn't, and to be your best when others didn't believe in that.
Right.
You know, so I just think it's another example of that, my friend.
Man, it's been a blessing. God's been good. God's been good. I know. My man.
I love you, man.
Family.
My man,
always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, so yeah, week and a half, man.
Week, 11 days.
What's gonna be the first meal after, though?
God, you know what? Pizza is the first meal I'm excited about. But the thing is, I did pizza before, and like right after the show where you don't have sodium for so long, it kind of ruins it because it's so salty at that point. Yeah. You can't enjoy it.
Right.
So I'm gonna do some sweet stuff like some cookies and some cake.
On the Quest bar or something.
You know I'm gonna. What do you? I'm gonna buy a box as soon as I walk off stage.
What are you doing, Charles?
You know, taking a couple pictures here and there. The struggle bus is real right now. 3 days out though, focused, tired, hungry. Can't wait to eat a pizza, burger, fries.
Step in the bowl, spit it like I got nothing to lose. Yeah, I spit it, I got something to prove. Yeah, I'm finally getting in touch with the views. Teeny go ahead, turn up on the goals. I'll roll up and burn up the fruit. I'll hold up 2 fingers salute. I'll never run out of the juice, run out of the proof. Rap game in pursuit. I ain't never been a fluke. I was never taught to lose. You cannot walk in my shoes. You cannot talk like I do. Me stopping, dropping hits, I refuse. Y'all think y'all topping this, I'm a muse. Tiptoeing with LG and the goons. Killing crowds, we in light in the room.
We basically did no carbs. We did fish and asparagus pretty much for every meal. I had egg whites in the morning. It started out with 40 minutes of fasted cardio, and then it went up to an hour of fasted cardio, and I was doing 45 minutes at night on the Stairmaster. The problem with this at the very beginning was where they did surgery at was actually on my leg. So doing cardio was extremely painful every time I got on the step meal or I did cardio, period. So for that first 2 or 3 weeks, I was not only having to deal with trying to get in shape and get ready, but the pain that I was gonna have to feel every time I did cardio or did anything with my legs. We all think that, you know, we're beasts, we're lions, you know, we all, you know, say we can do whatever, never give up. Well, it's cool to say that until you really gotta find that out for yourself, you know. And I sit and thought about all that. You know, I sit and I talk to people and I talk to kids all the time and I talk to them about not giving up and I tell them my experience and I tell them everything I've been through, and it was at a point in time where now I had to take my own advice and make this happen. I step on stage in 2 days. I got a lot going through my head right now. Constantly think about the hard workouts, the cardio sessions, everything that I went through, the people around me that supported me, that believe in me, that's been pushing me. I am more confident about this show than I've ever been. And it's not just the confidence of doing this show, it's the confidence of knowing the fact that I gave everything I had and I can walk away regardless of what the outcome is. But I will say, we are bringing a different package to the stage. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen.
You're now tuned in to the crew, yes, that's the name. I became in the game, it's snatch the chain. It's the same entertainment, whack your brain. Boom, best beat, where the cat cat's the same, who's to blame? Better the rap past the vein, you don't want it, but I'm better than cat stain. In the morning, in the morning.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down. All around this empty town, I'm searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Just stare, cause the flames will...
Super flat, too.
Oh, yeah.
But that potato, even though it's slow digesting, you see how your vascularity was going out a little bit? And so we'll get that, that'll means you should respond really good later on tonight.
Thank you so much.
We are at Red Robin. It's about to go down. I'm getting a burger and fries and bacon. So I get the fried eggs.
With the garlic herb fries, those are a little bit more. Is that okay? You got it. Okay. Is that it for now? Southern Farm burger.
I've been looking at that woman while she was talking to me.
Look at it.
I want to slap that little kid. First bite. Oh my God. I can't have more of that sauce.
A little bit more.
I'm so happy right now.
Hot water just warmed up a little bit.
I'll be way tighter in the morning.
Yeah.
Right there. Okay. And it'll be right up under you, okay? I know it hurts. Makes you relax. Just look so much better. You waste so much time. Okay.
no more diuretics, but you're still a little flat.
Yeah, I am.
So I believe that, what time did we eat that cheeseburger? About what time was that? Y'all remember?
8:30, 8 o'clock.
8:30 when we got to eat. So it's almost 10. So I'd say around 11 o'clock, I'm probably going to give you a little bit more sweet potatoes.
Okay.
If we fall asleep, I'll go ahead and set the alarm for 11 o'clock just in case we fall asleep. Give you half a sweet potato. Set it again for probably around 2 a.m.
Okay.
And do it again, because then we have to get up at around 5:30 anyway.
Exactly.
Okay?
That sounds good, Coach.
Put that in there. All right, nope. I think he looks really good. He's very dry, he's very hard, without being overly hard, you know what I mean? And as soon as he gets blood in his shoulders, it's gonna make his waist look even better.
I see Kai Green running around. Predator, he's here during the live webcast for the Arnold Sports weekend.
Face the rear, please.
Gentlemen, you can get back in line. 5'3", 311, 525.
So out of 40 guys, making it to finals and making it top 10 and going through the struggle of the hospital knowing everything that went through the prep, I'm thankful. And it's an experience I'll never forget. It's good to be back home. You know, with friends, family, relaxing, reevaluating everything. And of course, you know, enjoying my pizza and my ice cream and my cookies. But it only means one thing. Chase is far from over. The action just started.
From a little boy, he started playing Little League football at an early age, probably about 5. Always, I knew that he had that gift in him, you know.
Yeah, we'd always be there for his games. And when it come October, Lord, it was so cold you couldn't stand it. But we were still there right to the very end, you know, when the games were over.